It starts quietly, so quietly that no one notices you are 7 years old, looking into the eyes of a parent who is falling apart maybe. It is addiction, maybe it is anger. Maybe it is the heavy silence of someone too broken to show up and without anyone explaining it to you. Something ancient switches on inside your small mind. If I do not hold everything together, no one will. This is how a child disappears, not physically, but psychologically. They smile more than they should, they cry less than they need. Till they learn to read the room before they speak, they become the emotional thermostat of the house. They grow into small adults long before they are ready, and the world praises them. You are so mature, you are so responsible, you are so strong, but no one asks the real question, at what cost? This is the invisible grief of growing up too fast, and it does not disappear with age. It follows you into relationships, into your career, into your sense of worth. If you do not understand what happened, you will keep repeating the survival patterns that once protected you but are now exhausting you. When a child is forced to emotionally support adult, psychologists call it parentification. It is when a child becomes the caretaker, the peacekeeper, the therapist, protector, and this does not just change behavior, it reshapes the brain. You become hypervigilantly scanning, always adjusting, always preparing for the next emotional storm. You learn that love feels conditional. You give peace hoping you will receive safety. You silence your needs because those feel more urgent, so you disappear emotionally in your place. A high-functioning version of you is created, the good child, the quiet achiever, strong one who never needs help. You wear that identity so well even you forget it is a mask, but deep inside something still hurts because the child you buried did not disappear. They are still there, asking silently, why did no one protect me? As you grow older, the patterns evolve. You may become fiercely independent, refusing help, struggling to feel safe and love. Joy may feel unfamiliar, rest may feel undeserved. Productivity becomes the only way you feel worthy, and you may not even realize you are still living in survival mode. When chaos becomes normal, peace feels suspicious, stillness feels unsafe, love feels like a debt. This is not weakness, it is complex trauma. Children will do anything for attachment, even abandon themselves. It was never a conscious choice, it was survival. What saved you then may be imprisoning you now. Many high-functioning adults are still carrying neglected inner children. We overachieve to earn love. We stay silent to avoid rejection. We take care of everyone while secretly wishing someone would ask if we are okay. That longing to finally fall apart and be held, that belongs to the child who never got to be one. Healing does not begin with fixing, it begins with witnessing. Until you validate your story, you will keep minimizing it. It was not that bad, others had it worse, I turned out fine. But fine is a mask too, and deep down you know it. Adults who grew up too fast struggle to feel safe even in calm rooms. They become givers who cannot receive, lovers who fear softness, people who apologize for crying, people who confuse exhaustion with success. If your childhood trained you to be strong instead of soft, responsible instead of carefree, silent instead of honest, then adulthood feels like holding your breath, waiting for permission to finally rest. But here's the truth, no one is coming to rescue the child you buried. You are the one who must go back. You are the one who must say, you did not deserve that. You were just a child, you get to rest now. This is shadow work, not performing, not pretending, not covering pain with fake positivity, but turning toward the abandoned parts of yourself and saying, I see you, I hear you, I am not leaving. It will ask you to feel grief, the grief you never had time to feel, to mourn the innocence you lost while protecting those who should have protected you. But that grief is healing, because what was once frozen is finally softening. In adulthood, these patterns show up quietly. You become the therapist in every friendship, but never share your own pain. You are praised for independence, but fear being a burden. You overfunction in relationships and feel resentment growing inside. You struggle to say no because it still feels like betrayal. These are not personality traits, they are survival strategies, and what was learned can be unlearned. Ask yourself, what did I need back then that I never received? Maybe it was protection, maybe It was reassurance. Maybe it was someone simply asking, "How are you?" Slowly you begin giving those things to yourself, not to change the past, but to stop reliving it. Healing is not becoming someone new, it is remembering who you were before survival shaped you. If you grew up too fast, your maturity was never the problem. The tragedy was you had no choice, but now you do. You can choose softness, you can choose rest, you can choose to stop managing everyone else's emotions and start honoring your own. Some days you will feel like a child again. That is not weakness, that is integration. Let that child come home, let them cry, let them laugh, let them finally be seen. You are not broken, you are becoming whole. You may not have had a childhood, but you still have a future, and this time you get to write it.